All new tonight, it's a murder that sounds like a movie. A former local police officer was just charged with killing his wife. He's accused of staging a car accident to cover up the crime. And now, more than a year and a half after her death, he faced a judge for the first time.
Reporter Greg Suskin was in that courtroom. Greg?
And James Baldwin did not say much here in court today in front of a judge with both of his hands cuffed in front of him. But members of the victim's family are relieved. I exchanged text messages with two of her sons today. One of them told me this whole thing was crazy, like something you'd see on TV. The pictures we found on social media of Judy Orr Baldwin say justice for Judy. Now that her husband, James Baldwin, is charged with murder, her family hopes that day is near. In December of 2016, a car was found wrecked into a creek off Old Richburg Road outside Chester. State troopers arrived, saw the car and a woman's body in the creek. Sheriff's deputies reported that James Baldwin was on his knees by a bridge, telling arriving deputies, "Save my wife." According to prosecutors, Baldwin told deputies his wife was injured when she fell off a ladder while hanging Christmas decorations here at their home about a mile away, and that they got into a car accident on the way to the hospital. Investigators thought the scene didn't look that way. The grand jury's murder indictment obtained by Channel 9 says that Judy Orr Baldwin died by severe blunt force trauma to her head. Prosecutors remain tight-lipped about the case, and lawyers have asked family members not to talk about it yet. Multiple agencies have been involved in an intense, detailed investigation. Baldwin was a patrol officer in York in the early 90s and worked in Columbia after that. He was denied bond only about an hour ago. And family members have had to suffer in silence during all this, not allowed to say anything publicly while this entire investigation was going on. One of her sons told me they've waited for this day for a very long time. Scott?
Now, Greg, with so much time that passed since the crime, how did the grand jury decide to indict Baldwin now?
Well, prosecutors told me that when the grand jury met yesterday that both the Highway Patrol and SLED agents presented all that evidence to the jury, and those jurors took nearly an hour to pour through all the documents in this case before deciding to come back and indict Baldwin for murder. We're live in Chester. Greg Suskin, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Greg, thank you.